Active shooter in progress. All units. A 25-year-old male is injured. He's very close to the Cheesecake Factory. Everybody get out of here. Get out now. Back up. I said back up. That chaotic moment unfolded at Dulles Town Center, Virginia, on April Fool's Day. A complex of over 1.4 million square feet, holding thousands of shoppers and employees, suddenly became the scene of a shooting. Drop the weapon. Don't move. I have the shooter in custody. But this was only one shooter apprehended. Reports from the 911 dispatcher confirmed many others were hiding somewhere in the mall, forcing police into the largest sweep they had ever conducted. However, when the incident was over, none of the officers on scene could have guessed. All this chaos stemmed from the pranks of a notorious YouTuber, sparking a fierce nationwide controversy. Hey, Brandon, I need backup. Let's go. Everyone, exit the mall immediately. I have a visual on the staircase. Exit the mall. Get out, everyone. Amid the frantic stampede of people fleeing, some employees and shoppers were still frozen, unable to react. And in that moment, police came face to face with the shooter. Hands up, face down on the ground. Clear the way. He's got a gun. I've got him. Get out, get out, get out. I have the shooter in custody. Is everyone out? There's a man in the food court. I've secured his weapon. It's clear. The arrest was just the beginning. Reports indicated another shooter was still hiding somewhere in the mall, and police raced against time to find him before more people were shot. Stop! What is she doing? Get out of here. Exit the mall. Out this way. Security over here. Security over here. We got one of them. Are there any others? No, that was the only one. No, just the one? Okay, I need you to stay right here, all right? A witness confirmed seeing the shooter, but left open the possibility of other suspects. At this point, police still didn't know if another armed individual was hiding inside the mall. Let's get out. Go. Get out of the mall. Let's go. Get out. As police began their sweep, a bystander captured the scene from outside. Clear. Hands up. You need to leave immediately. Hands up. Leave. You have to get out of here. Get out. You need to leave here right now. Get out. 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 Leave. Get out. All right. To the right. Ready? Move in. Clear. Move. 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 All right. Spread out. SWAT teams split up to sweep every corridor, confronting crowds still trapped inside. In the tense atmosphere, police ordered everyone to raise their hands, guiding them out safely, step by step, while trying to determine how many victims there were and if another shooter was hiding inside. Police, hands up. Police, come out slowly. Should we wait inside? No, come out here. Very good. Come here. Come on. Police, out here. Come on out. Hands, put them up. Hands up. 3 more officers. More bodies. More bodies. More bodies. That's right. Is anyone there with us? Is the chief over there? We're on this side. Can we go out now? Okay, let's go. You guys haven't cleared this yet? No, we haven't been through here. Move up. Other teams continued sweeping each corridor, evacuating civilians and securing the areas. The mall was officially placed on lockdown. However, the chaos was far from over. While the sweep was still in progress, some employees suddenly re-entered, creating a major obstacle for the police. As police were still locking down and escorting employees out, the chaos intensified, as many tried to return to turn off stoves, lock up shops, or handle personal matters. At that time, live news broadcasts began covering the shooting, and the Washington Post reported the incident may have stemmed from an argument. It was then that officers discovered a shocking detail. This entire chaotic event seemed to involve a prank YouTuber who was filming with his crew right at the scene. I saw the guy with the camera. He ran up to me. He was like, "I got the whole thing on camera." I was like, "Isn't this a bit much?" Like, he had this huge camera and filmed the entire thing. He asked, "What are you guys doing?" The initial footage police seized came from the YouTube channel Classified Goons, where Tanner Cook and his crew specialized in provoking employees and customers just to film their angry reactions. The videos show Tanner Cook and the Classified Goons crew repeatedly crossing the line, deliberately enraging people, faking vomiting, screaming, destroying property, and even hitting on or harassing women, all without their consent. They had been threatened with knives and guns and had the police called on them dozens of times, but they casually repeated their old pranks. Hiding behind the tactic of filming in public to avoid privacy laws, Tanner repeatedly invaded personal space and caused disturbances, yet faced almost no consequences. Even on the many occasions police appeared, he would still find a way to flee and evade charges. Even when warned by authorities, Tanner continued to disregard the law, from fighting over luggage and bringing alcohol into public spaces to trespassing in stores. But instead of being prosecuted, he was often let go, as law enforcement had to focus on more serious incidents. Ironically, the prank at Dulles Town Center forced police to dispatch a larger force than ever before. Tanner's outrageous pranks not only annoyed the public, they also consumed a massive amount of emergency resources. This single incident caused numerous police units from all over to converge on the scene, creating an incredibly chaotic situation. The officers on scene seemed to recognize Tanner from several previous incidents. Footage from the shooting itself shows Tanner continuing his usual antics, the same kind that had previously caused others to draw weapons in response. But unlike previous times, this time Tanner could not get away. He was forced to face real consequences. And this is the footage that caused the shooting at the mall. I'm just trying. I don't speak very good English and I have a question. What's up? No, nothing. Am I walking too fast for you? Yeah, man, you're walking too fast. Hey, my man, why you do that? I'm sorry, I'm being a real jerk right now. You're a jerk? No, you're a neutered dog. It's like you're messing with people. Just relax. You guys want to take a picture? Taking a picture of the picture taker, right? In this scene, Tanner and his crew continue to follow, taunt, and film Alan Coley, a 31-year-old driver who lived out of his truck to make a living. Although Alan tried to ignore them, they kept following him, spouting nonsensical phrases, deliberately trying to get a reaction out of him on camera. What they didn't know was that Alan had a legal concealed carry permit and was a member of the U.S. Concealed Carry Association, the USCCA, meaning he was trained in firearm use and had legal insurance for self-defense cases. Who are we going to talk to? The guy standing in line. Just say it here, like right here. Hey, dipstick, quit thinking about my feminine side. What does that mean? Hey, dipstick, quit thinking about my feminine side. Hey, dipstick, quit thinking about my feminine side. Get away from me before I call the police. Stop it. Hey, dipstick, quit thinking about my feminine side. Stop. Stop. While some footage shows crowds frantically fleeing the shooting scene, another angle from a bystander reveals a completely opposite picture. Some people stood still, looking calm, as if nothing had happened. And right in the middle of the frame, Alan appears, quietly holding his phone as if trying to stay calm after the fateful moment that just occurred. You can tell he's trained with a firearm, because he didn't even have to raise his hand high. He pretty much just drew the gun, turned his wrist, and fired one shot. I don't know if he was former law enforcement, but that day he was working as a food delivery driver. Critical condition, life-threatening but stable. That's why you don't mess with people. That's right, he did that to us in Fairfax. I know. You never know who you're messing with. Right, they messed with the wrong person this time. And I think the same thing you just said. I've said it before, you know, if you've got the guts, come to Washington, D.C. and see what happens. After the shooting, Alan Coley not only faced the law, but also a dispute with his own organization, the USCCA, an association providing firearm safety training and self-defense insurance for legal gun owners. Despite rumors that Alan called them for legal support, he actually ended up with a public defender, while the USCCA remained silent, later claiming Alan himself had refused their help. Controversy erupted when many pointed out a clause in the USCCA contract, allowing them to deny legal defense to members if they believed the person acted beyond the limits of self-defense, regardless of a court's verdict. In the end, Alan was acquitted of the most serious charges, but was still convicted of unlawful discharge of a firearm, leading to the loss of his gun ownership rights. The 9 months he had already spent in jail was counted as time served, and he was released immediately after the verdict. While Alan struggled with legal proceedings, Tanner recovered from gallbladder surgery and even appeared on the Dr. Phil show to recount his experience of being shot and publicly shamed. In an interview after the incident, Tanner maintained he had no regrets about his controversial pranks. Despite being shot and admitting he caused Alan to spend 8 months in jail, Tanner claimed it wasn't planned, and that he would continue making shocking videos. Meanwhile, his parents also spoke to the media in support of their son. After the verdict, Tanner's father criticized the media for portraying his son as the aggressor, while Alan was automatically seen as the victim, before anyone had seen the full video. Tanner's mother took a softer approach. She thanked the prosecutor and said the most important thing was that her son was alive, and their family was still together. As for Tanner, he seemed almost indifferent when asked if he would continue making videos. He just smirked. Probably, you'll just have to watch and see. And true to his word, since the shooting, Tanner has posted 7 new videos, continuing to provoke strangers, getting repeatedly detained and facing intense backlash in the comments. However, the line between a fun prank and a real tragedy is incredibly thin. Alan was wrong to open fire and paid the price, but Tanner was not innocent for pushing someone to their breaking point. This incident leaves a costly lesson. Laughter cannot be built on the fear and discomfort of others, and self-defense must never cross the boundaries of the law. Behind moments of seemingly harmless entertainment, sometimes lies a life completely destroyed. What about you? What do you think? Who do you think was more in the wrong in this story, Alan or Tanner? Leave your opinion in the comments below. Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Cops Camera US to follow our exciting videos in the future. For now, goodbye and see you in the next video.